pizza isn't even that bad. Most of y'all hate it because social media tells you to.
Yep.
Yo, I love pineapple pizza, and I'll
Dude, I
fight
do
anyone
too.
who says it's crap.
Yeah.
It is the perfect. Well, almost. There are other things on the top tier, but it is a prime example of how sweet and savory are the most amazing combination.
Flavor
It's God's
blast.
gift, and it brings you straight into Flavor Town.
I love Flavor Town, brother.
Love me some Flavor Town.
Today, we bring to you the season finale of season 2. It's been a fun ride, guys.
Tis.
That's it. Okay.
The end.
Bye, Mom. And then the outro music
Roll
plays.
Yeah.
No, but in all seriousness. Seriousness? Wow, guys, this is going to be a rough episode, isn't it?
Oh boy.
Might be.
Today we actually want to talk about something that hits near and dear to us all, and that is, long story short, chasing our dreams, working towards our actual goals. This actually all comes about because a few weeks back, Camille, Lars, and I all three of us were having a conversation essentially about our jobs and about how each of our jobs are good jobs. They pay well. We enjoy them well enough, but it's not where our passion lies. Our passion is in writing. And so we kind of want to touch on that today, like touch on how sometimes it's not easy to chase your passions and just kind of some of the things that we've struggled with. So to kick this off, I'm actually going to share something that Lars said, because I really like this quote. He said, "How do we push ourselves? By having somebody else push us along." I just really like that. So does anybody want to start us off?
I mean, when I wrote that, the vision in my head, was kind of the three of us shoulder to shoulder, and all just kind of having our hands to each other's backs and just like pushing you along as you're just tired.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can go another step if you can go another step. Okay, here we go. Take one.
Yeah.
And go on. And once you get going, then you find that you have enough strength to continue on. Because, man, there are just some things. It's not always writing that you suddenly have writer's block or something like that. Sometimes it's just life.
Yeah.
Life throws you some sort of curveball, or it just dumps a whole bunch of lemons on top of you, and there's no way that you can make enough lemonade.
Are you lemon?
And then your stories and your writing just begins to suffer. And honestly, the moment that you find writing to be a joy, that's the moment when you know that you have found something special in life. For all of us, that's what writing has now become. And so when life throws those kinds of curveballs, it's rough. And then you begin to question yourself and wonder, am I really doing something right? Right? Is this all just a waste of time? And having other people there help push you along reminds you that this is what brings you happiness, and it's totally worth it.
Yeah. Well said. When we were having this conversation and Lars brought up the point of, having someone push you along, I don't know, it made me really grateful for just the whole concept of creating the harem in the first place. Even before we started on the podcast, and I think this kind of this goes back around to every episode and why we do what we do. It's like, I realized in starting the harem, it's like we never, or for myself, I'm like, I never would have gotten to the point that I'm at if it wasn't for you guys.
Same.
I never, I never would have completed or accomplished what I wanted to, and I know I won't be able to accomplish what I want to if it wasn't for this. And then taking that a step further, I'm like, that's the whole reason that we decided to do a podcast. It's like, whether we help one person or thousands of people, as long as at the end of the day there's someone out there that I have helped in some way with this podcast, then it's worth it to me. And we have seen that.
Yeah. There's 5 people right here that you've helped.
Exactly. Oh, that's wholesome. Yeah, and it's just, anytime I get a message, whether it's on Tumblr or like through Reddit, I don't know, it's just, it feels so good.
Yeah, it makes my day.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Like, I love talking to people and seeing like that connection. Like, you always have that instant connection when two people love to write and just talk about it. Um, and yeah, I just think like I'm so grateful that we did this, because you really, when it comes to being a creative person and, putting yourself out there and being so vulnerable, it's a very hard thing to do alone.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you see a lot of times creative people are the ones that typically struggle with things like depression, a lot of the times. And it makes you wonder, like, is that because, like, a lot, with that fear of like rejection or fear of not being able to do what you love, or, you have all these insecurities holding you back, etc., etc., and you feel so alone and so isolated, those feelings only become like stronger and almost to the point where they're overwhelming. That taking a step back, I think, yeah, no, I get that. I see that, which is why I think having, even if it's one person or a group of people, like having that community makes the biggest difference in the world. And I like, that's why we do what we do.